Hiya, sassy crew! So, I just got on the internet and saw this pop up. Yup, these are details for the upcoming Splatoon 3 patch that has been announced way in advance, unlike previous patches. So, of course, the community has been hoping for something bigger than just a simple balance change. And something bigger it is. We got an entirely new mechanic and something that is standard in most other games. So let's see what the update brings to the table. There's no way, right? For years, Splatoon hasn't had health bars. Previously, in order to gauge how low an enemy is, you had to know your weapon's damage and look at the player model to see how much of your team's ink is on them. No more of that! Now, whenever you damage an opponent and they are in Inkling form, you will see a small health bar above their head. According to the official website, you won't be able to see the health bar when the enemy is behind walls or submerged in ink, in their squid form. But, and here's an indirect buff to all marking abilities, sub-weapons and special weapons. If the enemy is marked in any way, for example through the use of a point sensor, you can still see their health bar even when they are behind walls or submerged in ink. Health bars make it much easier for you to gauge whether or not you or your team should engage in a fight with that person. Weapons whose damage can vary greatly, such as umbrellas, are also now able to see how much damage they actually inflicted. As a massive fan of angle shooter, this is huge. Now my team can see that the opponent has been weakened so they can follow up with an attack. Which was the thing that angle shooter was kind of lacking, since there was no indicator for the team that the marked opponent also received damage. Only for me. So, now there is. Another big one. Getting 3 kills in quick succession is now even more rewarding. Once you splat 3 opponents back to back, you enter a new state called Flow Aura. This buff provides you with 4 whole abilities: run speed, swim speed, ink resistance, and intensify action. Basically, all abilities that will make fighting easier for you. Every kill you get also increases the time of Flow Aura, and you get a little bit of turf inked on your feet. This is probably massive for weapons like blasters that can barely paint themselves, now opening up new possibilities. However, that glow also tells your opponents to watch out for you, so it's kind of a trade-off. Ever found yourself in a situation where you hide in the ink behind a wall or behind a block and you still explode? You can thank the massive hitbox for that. Your hitbox is, or better to say after the update, was much larger than what was shown on the screen. However, the devs will change that with the latest update, reducing the hitbox of your squid form appropriately. According to the website, weapon hitboxes will also be adjusted. I don't know. Shorter ranged weapons have a much easier time now hitting opponents. We will have to see for ourselves how this will change the flow of fights for each weapon. But it should feel more fair now. Stealth Jump as an ability has always been very potent. From the beginning of Splatoon 1, people use Stealth Jump as it is a great comeback tool, as a normal super jump just turns you into a sitting duck depending on the situation. Together with Quick Super Jump, it is basically just a better version of the normal jump, enabling teams to quickly keep going even after being splatted. Now the ability works a bit differently. Jumps take longer the farther you travel. This makes it a bit less oppressive when the enemy team is in your spawn. Whether it actually makes the normal jumps more viable is yet to be seen, but I kinda doubt it. I'll just briefly go over that part. Dynamo got the biggest buff out of all included weapons, as it gets increased lethality and paint. Other weapons that got buffs are Tetra, Brella, H-Free, Heavy, Roller, L-Free, and the regular blasters. And S-Blast finally got a slight nerf. So, what do you think about these changes? Let me know in the comments below. I am really looking forward to trying this out. But Flow Aura might be a little scary. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!